So Pokemon Center is canceling Destined Rivals pre-orders. Let's talk about that. What's going on, guys? This is Rax and welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, look fellas, I saw this video on PTCG radio, and if you want to watch it, go ahead. He pretty much talks about a little bit in depth how Destined Rivals pre-orders over there in the UK are getting canceled. However, we don't know if it's just in the UK. There's a lot of questions that comes up with this. We don't know if it's only in the UK or it's coming in waves. It could be coming in waves, or it could just be a whole bunch of them just canceled after this certain time, which we don't know. We just have a lot of questions. But you should definitely check your emails. You should check your account. Make sure to go back to March 24th, which was the first day that it did come out around 11 in the morning. Make sure to check it says received and not canceled, because it says if it says canceled, then it's canceled. But if it says received, then you still have a chance of it going through. This could be a problem because some people are saying they sold millions of ETBs, which it's completely false. They did not sell millions of these ETBs. People are only saying that because they think that there was 1 million people or like 4 million people in queue, which they don't correlate at all. Just because there's 1 million people in line, that doesn't mean there's 1 million people that checked out. So it could be a problem because they might have oversold. The thing is with Destined Rivals, it was up for around 2 hours, maybe. It was around for like 2.5 hours. It was up for a while. However, in this pre-release, it was pretty bad. There was a lot of bots. There's a lot of them in queue. A lot of bots were sucking up this entire release, like in the Pokemon Center, very, very quickly. Not just the ETB, the booster boxes went out instantly. Like by the time I got in, the boosters boxes were already gone, and I got in relatively quickly. The booster bundles were also gone. The only thing that was available after like 30 minutes was the ETB, and that's it. I honestly think they did not oversell because they did do a second wave, which it would be kind of weird to oversell and then drop more sales. It'd be kind of weird to oversell and then do another wave. That just doesn't make any sense. I did end up missing out on the second wave though, because it was the same day, or I think that it was the day before that the Nintendo Switch 2 dropped. And when I was putting my card on Walmart, for some reason when I put the card on Walmart, it just froze the card without doing anything. I was just trying to put it in. I didn't even try to buy anything. I just tried to put it into my account, and it froze the card. And I didn't even know it froze the card until I went to Pokemon Center and I tried to have it. I had it in my cart. I went to checkout, and once I pressed the button, it didn't work. And then when that happened, it just kicked me into the queue, and I completely missed out on the second drop. So I could have gotten the second one, but it's not a big deal. Also, it's a bit weird that they cancel pre-orders because they did say there will be more drops in the future. It's kind of weird to cancel pre-orders when they specifically say, and they have done multiple waves, and they will do more waves in the future. We don't know if it's coming in waves, or if it just was like in this particular region, or it was just all these at the same time and that's it, or we just don't know. This is a little bit scary because if we remember that Black Bolt and White Flare, they were up for way longer than Destined Rivals. And the Destined Rival and the Black Bolt and White Flare release was way, way, way better than the Destined Rivals release. Sure, there was a couple months apart, and they did drop a couple like miscellaneous stuff prior to Black Bolt and White Flare so they can test out the new bot system, which by the way, it's kind of cracked. They do like a new gacha thing where it makes you look at the image and then like realize, okay, click on the thing next to the other thing, and the picture is wonky, so you can't, it's kind of wrong sometimes. I don't know, it was super weird last time I tried to go in. But again, Black Bolt and White Flare was up for way longer. I don't think because they printed more. They did say we will be having shortages when it comes to Black Bolt and White Flare. But I think it's because a lot of people were getting into the cart, getting into the website, having it on checkout, and then getting kicked into like the queue system again, or getting banned. So I think that happened to a lot of people. Therefore, it might seem like people are getting through and buying more, but not really, if you catch my drift. But let me not try and like spread fear or fearmonger anymore, because I honestly think we will have more drops of Destined Rivals. Look, guys, all these sets are in like a 2-year period or 2 or 3 year period where they're just gonna get reprinted a lot. Like that is the reality of this. They're going to get reprinted to the ground, most likely from here in a year, 2 years. We will probably get another set of reprints when it comes to these sets. A lot of people are saying that they might not reprint it due to the era almost ending, which is just not true. They have reprinted sets of previous eras, even if we're in a new era. It doesn't stop them from just going back like 1 or 2 sets from the era and reprinting them. Because I remember they reprinted Lost Origin, Brilliant Stars, and all those Sword and Shield sets, and we were already like in Obsidian Flames. So it doesn't really stop them from going back a little bit and reprinting those sets. So you shouldn't panic. Don't pay these ridiculous prices. Please don't. Like, don't pay $200 for an ETB that's just brand new. Like, it's gonna crash. It's gonna go down. We will get more product. So please be patient. Do not pay these prices. We did get confirmation that Black Bolt and White Flare are going to get shortages. However, they say that because they're going to be reprinting a little bit of the older sets like Prismatic Evolution and Surging Sparks. That means that a lot of the other sets older than Surging Sparks and Prismatic are a little bit safer when it comes to reprints, therefore not hurting so much. However, that could be seen as a bad thing or a good thing. Unfortunately, we won't be able to get more massive reprints of Paldea Evolved. There were rumors that we were going to get reprints of Paldea Evolved, but they're nowhere to be seen, and Paldea Evolved is already $300 a booster box, so you could see that as a good thing or a bad thing depending on who you are. I am kind of bummed out we didn't get a reprint because I did want to grab a little bit more underneath MSRP, but I guess that's too late now. 151 could be on the chopping block for a little reprint or a little restock, but we just have no idea at all. 100% Crown Zenith is already too late. It is too old to get another reprint, especially when they're too busy trying to reprint a Prismatic and Surging Sparks. I do feel like they're gonna. So there's a certain point where they're just not gonna reprint these things. There's like too much demand for the newer stuff that why would they just reprint Stellar Crown, Temporal Forces, Paradox Rift, right? Like, it doesn't really make any sense. Sure, all those are expensive, but the Pokemon Company is just one company. They cannot reprint every singular set to demand or to the ground. It's just not possible. Plus, they're printing pretty fast, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if you guys went to a pre-release of Destined Rivals. I do have a big video coming from Destined Rivals pre-release. I have 2 videos coming of those because I went to 2 different pre-releases. And when we opened packs, we got a good amount of error packs, like error packs back to back, like multiple reverse hollows, multiple hollows, like reverse hollow, hollow, and then a full art. Like, we got 11 cards in a pack. The quality control wasn't the best. So it does feel like they are printing really, really, really fast. And also the packs felt kind of loose. You know, they didn't feel too difficult to open. It kind of feels like they're just printing super, super fast just to get it out of the door and trying to meet demand, because honestly, that's what they need to do. They need to print everything to the ground just so everyone can get a slice of that pie. Because honestly, it kind of sucks missing out and not being able to get anything. Like, even doesn't matter if you're an investor, a collector, or even a player. Like, all this sucks. Not getting enough sucks, and having to overpay for brand new product really sucks. Hopefully we can get more drops in the future. Hopefully Pokemon Company can reprint a lot of these sets. Hopefully we just get back to basics, right? Like, under MSRP booster boxes and just product in shelves. Because honestly, this is getting kind of ridiculous, having to run around and just look for deals, pay for subscriptions, look for that. You know, hopefully we can get more product in the future. But again, guys, do not panic, do not FOMO. We will be getting more stuff in the future. And also the brand new sets coming out are looking pretty nice. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Make sure to comment down below whatever you think about these news. Did you get your pre-orders canceled? Did you didn't? Please let me know in the comments below. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.